using a lot of misinterpretations of what is happening. We cannot pretend that we are capable of confronting the situation in our hands.
Editor's Hangout, where journalists gather to dissect the pulse of our world. We are not just reporters, we are the guardians of truth and justice, with our pens and mouth sharp enough to pierce through society ills for humanity and a better country. Don't miss out, because when journalists speak, the world listens. Tune in to your Shining Supreme radio station and be part of the conversation every Wednesday from 11 o'clock to 12 noon. Editor's Hangout, the meeting point of journalist by journalist for humanity, society, and the country.
Good morning and thank you for staying with us on your Shining Supreme radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM. And it's time for the show Editors Hangout, where seasoned journalists, editors in particular, we sit together to discuss and also analyze topics that dominate headlines and raise eyebrows to a national conversation. Today we are going to be taking it a bit local and also sub-national in our own catchment area. Not a lot about what is happening on the national level. We'll be talking purely politics on the show this morning, looking at the political landscape with what is happening in Kwara and looking at the endorsement and declaration of aspirants across various parties. We will be focusing on the top two, assumed top two parties within the state, the APC and the PDP, and a bit just look at some might call the joker in terms of if you are the kind that play the card, the ADC, and what they might probably offer ahead of the 2027 general election, and how far with the declaration of candidates within all these parties. Also, we'll discuss what is happening with the off-cycle election in Nigeria in just few months from now. Just few weeks from now. In the month of June, we should be expecting the Ekiti election and also the Osun election, which will kickstart the election season in Nigeria. All the parties, the ruling APC, the PDP, the ADC, and now the NDC, will get a chance to show their strength and what they can offer ahead of the general election in 2027. My name is Adeyemi Adewale. I'm also a journalist. I'm an editor and will be the anchor for this show. Joined this morning on the show by three veteran journalists who have paid their dues on the job. The most senior veteran journalist, our general manager, Mr. Michael Abiodun Olanrewaju, Mao for short. Good morning to you, Mao.
Good morning to our listeners out there. And we wish you a very prosperous month because this is our first show in the month of May.
Thank you very much. Happy New Month to everyone, to our listener. Also followed by Mr. Adeyemi Adeniji. Good morning to you.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
The youngest of the veteran journalists in the studio, Mr. Abiodun Akinwumi.
Why do you even, what is the function of veteran in this conversation? That word, veteran, what is the function?
Good morning, it's nice to be here. And as I'm happy to be among our elders here.
I thought you're a veteran. You're a veteran.
Well, I don't know what to be a veteran.
That's why it's enough. I don't know what is veteran.
It's nice to have my fellow colleagues join me in the studio. It's always a privilege for me to be here anchoring a show, sharing knowledge with most senior veteran journalists. Yeah, including you. I don't know why you're trying to say call them younger.
I'm not in their category. I'm a junior colleague.
Oh, just as we are discussing, and also very veteran journalist who has also paid his dues, not just in Kwara, along the nation, also in Osun, in Lagos. Now, back in those days where journalism, where Kogi, where you had to keep, you take bus, you take bike, you take bicycle, all to get from Kwara to Oyo to Lagos. This man has paid his due across all the media outlets. and now he's still paying the dues even in the digital media, despite the years and the age he has used on the job. Alhaji Akinlolu Abayomi, good morning to you.
Good morning, dear command. Good morning, Nigerians.
It's nice to have you join us in the studio. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of our conversation. Chairman Mao, let's start from what is happening in Kwara. The APC, as we know, in terms of aspirant declaring, we've been saying that we have more than, if not more than 23 aspirants in the APC who have declared. And the PDP still counting, about 5, if I'm not mistaken, about 5 still counting in the PDP. But one thing is very particular in the APC. They've been talking about the Kwara North agenda, but all the aspirants in the APC have come from all the 3 geopolitical zones. We've had people from the Central, we've had people from the Kwara South, we've had people from the Kwara North. And we're asking the $1 million question, how far with what is happening with the APC and the endorsement of candidates within the party ahead of the election? Do they look confused?
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, they look confused.
It's another season of endorsements and declarations. And it's normal in politics. When the political temperature continues to rise, then we see various groups coming up with different ideas. As of today, in Kwara State, people are no more talking about the economy. They are not talking about the hardship in the land. They are not talking about inflation. They are not concerned about the GDP. They are not concerned about insecurity. They are not concerned. Everybody is much more particular about politics. And why? Because most of the contestants have been luring people to their sides. And a lot of the communities have been coming out to actually said they are in support, endorsing this candidate, this aspirant or the other. As of today, within the APC, we have about 23 aspirants. And prominent among them, especially from Kwara North, as you have earlier stated, which I believe is a gentleman's agreement. There is nothing like zoning in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But it is a gentleman agreement within the various political organizations and platforms. But prominent from Kwara North are the Speaker of the House of Assembly.
Probably Senator Sadiq Umar.
Senator Sadiq Umar, Aman Patigi, then Miriam Alhassan Mohammed. Those are some of the prominent figures we have seen coming out from Kwara North.
Does it look like the APC seems more serious because they have their own candidate cutting across all the geopolitical zones, the senatorial zones in the state?
I will tell you that it is because APC is in power. When PDP was in power, similar things do happen. But PDP has a way of imposing a candidate in the form of consensus agreements. So they are masters in the issue of consensus even before this time, that the Electoral Act has now reduced picking a candidate from consensus or the primary. And they have not been too so much serious on issue of delegates from time.
Let's Mr. Barami,
then if you look at the Kwara South, you find out that we have about 5 prominent figures too. We have the likes of Dr. Alabi Oluwatoyin Tajudeen, the likes of Dr. Muhyiddin Azeez Salako. Then we have the likes of Professor Wale Suleiman. We have the likes of Basiru Omalaja Bolariwa. All these people.
Engineer Femi Soni.
Yes, all these people.
No, Femi Soni is from Central.
He's from Central.
Is he from Central? No,
yeah.
No, I think he's from the South.
No,
he's from the South. Engineer Femi Soni.
Which local government from the South?
No, he's from the South.
He's from the South.
Which local government?
He's from Kwara South, right? Engineer Femi Soni.
No, he's from Ilorin South.
He's from Ilorin South. So that even in the Central, you have so many prominent figures. You have the senators Saliu Mustafa, Senator Olori Egbe, Yaya Olori Egbe. You have Ambassador Yaya Seriki. You have so many, Professor Lariwaju, Amana. All of these people are from the central, within APC alone. But the thing is that would these conglomerates of array of aspirants, would they help the party in mobilizing people for them at election, or would they cause implosion within the party? Those are some of the questions that I believe should bother the mind of an average observer of political events in Kwara as of today.
Which is why we are asking the question.
Then even if you go to PDP, which is another party with prominent people, you find almost all the aspirants are from Kwara Central.
Before we even get into discussing that angle of the PDP, let's look at the APC with about 23 candidates. Is it aspirants? Is it possible for a consensus? Can they finally agree on a consensus, picking a consensus candidate in the party?
Well,
there is nothing impossible in politics.
I was about to say that politics is the art of the possible. If you want to get good mark in your post-102 or 103, you have to give like 6 definitions of politics. One of them is that politics is the art of the possible. So anything is possible. Looking at, for instance, now even the emergence of Tinubu in as the APC candidate, the currency exchange, the multiplicity of candidates, you know, it was as if it will not happen. But somehow, politics has a way of getting its own momentum, you know, and this momentum now leads to, well, sometimes unpredictable but expected results. So, so far, I think that what we are having in Kwara now is the emergence of a robust political class. And from this, I would like to say that those who are afraid of a one-party state, if Kwara State, a Sidon-look state of the past, is able to produce in one party 23 aspirants, let's not forget that in the 2019, there were 14 aspirants in the APC. So that means that the party has simply grown bigger and has been able to attract more ambitious people. So if you are to give them marks, APC as a party, they have done well. They have been able to, because the whole idea of political party is ambitious people of like minds who want to rule a country. So whether they can come to a consensus is possible. It's very, very possible.
Without having aggrieved members?
See, the very notion of politics is conflict. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, let's look at it. Now, the world is even easier, but there's this thing they call game theory. 23, you can be sure that out of those 23, 5 are jokers. Be using the principle of some form of elimination, you can be sure.
But they've bought the form.
Buying form is part of it. You see?
Does that not show intent? Because we are saying probably they are jokers. No, if they've bought the form, does that not show intent?
Wait now, wait. Do you think Dimeji Bankole didn't want to be president of Nigeria in 2022? He wanted to be president. But anybody who is with Dimeji will know that he's a joker. But given the nature of politics, robbing my back and I rob yours, it is an investment towards greater investment in political capital. That is the way I interpret it. You know? So when I say they are joker, that's what I mean. It will yield for them benefit in another way. Look at the candidate, the current APC chairman. He wanted to be governor of Plateau. He couldn't make it because at that time there was serious anti-APC sentiment based on religion in Plateau. Now he became minister. I think you get. Now he is the party national chairman. And people who know him say all the areas around his village, they now have a qualta with good road. People who know his village, so it's benefit. So so back to the argument. 5 already they are strategic investors, not necessarily office seekers at that moment. So you are left with how many? 18.
18.
18.
Yes.
Good. 18 of you can be out of those 18. Maybe another 2 are proxies for somebody. Politicians do it. So you are now left with maybe 12
16.
guys who really want it.
But that's still much.
No, it will be much, man. You don't want it to be much. It has to be much for the process to be meaningful. You know?
Alhaji, I asked a question before you came in, trying to compare both of them. We are trying to juxtapose. We'll go to the aspect where we have to look at the chances of this party, considering what we have in our hands right now. And also we have to look at what GM also spoke about, the economy, the security, and every other thing that we're not talking about anymore.
Well, it depends on where you are coming from.
So, but Alhaji, let's still keep talking politics. We are trying to juxtapose, and he's looking at it. Mr. Bayami is talking about the fact that consensus is possible, and that it is much. The fact that it's good for them to be much. He has tried to bring the number down to 12. And I asked the question earlier: does it make the APC look insidious? Because when you have 12 people going for one position, and you are still considering consensus, unlike in the PDP, your biggest rival, who have just 5 people as we count right now, it might decrease and it might also decrease, knowing the nature of politics in Nigeria. Does it make the PDP more serious? Like a party that has a direction, they know what they are doing, they know what the plan is, and they know what they want to offer.
That is out of power. Continue.
Yeah?
PDP, you know they are out of power.
Yes. So ahead of the election, what's your own opinion, Alhaji?
Well, thank you, the anchor man. When you want to buy something, the value will determine which one you will go for. And what is valuable will actually attract more people. If you have a big cow and you have a small cow, definitely people would like to go for the big cow, and more people will show interest in the big cow. It's only that eventually one person will have to get it. So the fact that we have a crowded field in APC does not mean or imply that the party is not serious, does not mean business. And the fact that we have a fewer number in PDP does not mean that the PDP is serious or is more committed. That is why you cannot have aspirants in NDC or in or whatever political party that is more popular in Kwara. So the thing is, the more popular you are, the more the number of, because it is like you are sure that once you are able to get nominated by the party, at least
among the favorites,
60% assurance that you will be winning. For the parties that are not really popular, somebody will not want to waste this money. And another thing that is an advantage for the PDP in Kwara State is that our democracy has not grown to the level of, let's say, people operating freely without somebody, being in the position to say, look, let's do it this way, let's do it this way. So the PDP in Kwara has a defined and recognized leader, and definitely it will help, to a great extent in ensuring that people do not, do things in a rowdy way. But you made mention of something, and I would like to comment on that. One thing that I would say is a sad commentary on Nigerian democracy is the fact that we claim to embrace democracy, and the embrace that we've done is just to choose the aspect that we know will be advantageous to our interest, not to do it in the way it should be done. You hardly, they do engage in politics too, but if political office holders who will be talking about politics, that you have their names mentioned in connection with political activities, are congressmen and the president. Apart from the Secretary of State in US, You hardly one secretary of defense, secretary of this. Just like we have a powerful minister, we'll be talking about PDP, talking about APC, in public. Doesn't happen. Those are things. If we want to practice democracy, we should do it in a way that will not only be seen as the normal thing that should be done, but even we should do it better. And I will cite what is happening in Ilorin East, Ilorin South Federal Constituency. We have 3 cabinet members: Haji Asada Modibo, Dr. Abolore, Honorable Kowi Olododo. The 3 of them reside from the same federal constituency, seeking party nomination. So what happens to yes, there are permanent secretaries, but somebody has been attending cabinet meetings. Somebody has been attending ESCO meetings. Yes, he has been debriefing or briefing his the people who work under him, or I don't know. But the thing is, if we are for just a federal constituency, and we have
but
6.
How do you know they were attending cabinet meetings?
I don't want to go into that.
Okay.
No, they give briefings every three months.
Give us press releases.
They give briefings every 3 months or 6 months. So they attend meetings.
They attend.
But it has stopped now.
They do hold cabinet meetings.
Okay.
That is in the official, in the public space.
No, I think they did for the first quarter of this month, and it's always every 3 months.
I don't even want that to distract.
They've not done this yet.
To distract us.
Okay.
The thing is, they do hold cabinet meetings, whether it is virtual or physical, whatever it is. Cabinet meetings are
Alhaji, you are still tilting towards where I'm going through, because if I can get what you're trying to say because of our time.
Sorry, I interrupted. Let him finish. Please.
So what I was trying to say is this: in Nigeria, the way we practice democracy, the professional politicians are not helping matters. During electionary period, people should politic. Once it ends, technocrats should be appointed, given roles. They should be given roles in government. But unfortunately, once somebody gets appointed as a commissioner or as special assistant, the first thing they will do is the party chairman at the world level, at the local government level, will approach such a person. There's a certain percentage of your salary that you have to be giving to them monthly, and they will do that. And before you know it, somebody who is a technocrat. For example, Dr. Abolore he graduated with 1st-class honors. Estate agent, I think estate
management.
Estate management, 1st-class honors. Adeyemi Modibo she's an girl. Kobi is an engineer. So the thing is this: we have technocrats. Once they get,
but they are also technocrats.
Once they get appointed, the politicians we indoctrinate them, get them inducted again,
that's what I'm about to say. So I think it's part of my question, which is what I want to bring in. Mr. Akin, let me bring in. I want to believe what Alhaji is trying to say is, when you look at the influx of aspirants in the APC, yes, it is normal. Yes, it's not a pointer to the fact that probably PDP now stand a chance more than them or makes them serious. But he spoke about a point of leadership. That probably why you have the PDP like that is there is a recognized leader that sees through the activities of the party and ensure it is controlled in the right path that they feel is going to be prosperous to the party. However, do you think that what we are seeing in the APC right now is poor leadership, or the fact that there is probably no recognized leader? Because one thing that the party has shown us under the administration of the current governor is the fact that there have been a lot of factions. Those that believe that the governor is their leader, and those that believe that a certain senator is their leader, and those that believe that some certain people who will vote for the auto get together our leader. Do you think this also contributed to the fact that PDP, APC in Kwara almost have lack of leadership under the governor?
Well, I believe as far as APC is concerned, governor is the leader of the party in the states.
On paper, in theory.
Even in practical, that is how it is.
And then why do we not have this influx of cabinet members coming out for?
It is their right to come out for office. It is their right. It's between their political constitutional.
Just like Alaji said right now,
Right.
including those that have dumped governance work to compete for just the same constituency.
they have the right to do so, but the only thing is that they should have resigned.
They have.
That's what what we are saying right now is the three of them are vying for one constituency.
Is their right to say they want to go, and according to what the APC is doing, they will do consensus. So if you are saying this one don't go, so it's like you are denying them the opportunity. And at the end of the day, when the best person
What happened
among
to
them
the space they are living in governance?
there's no vacancy in government. The PS is there now, and who tell you that after the governor can still reappoint another person to fill that position, the way the president did for Adelabu, Tegbe is filling that position now.
So you don't think it's poor leadership from the current government?
I don't think so, because this is part of politics. And once you resign, it's something for another person to show that they too can do it. We have other technocrats, even within the APC, that capacity of holding their position that they are resigning from. So that's what I expect the government to do once they have resigned. If they are resigned, as according to what I heard that they have resigned, okay, though it's not public. And I expect it to be public because they are holding public office. Because when they are appointed, it was public. We saw them, they go to our assembly for screening.
Even the governor's CPS, before he made the declaration, the resignation was not public. As far as our knowledge,
because it's very low. They are holding public office. Their resignation will be made public. Okay, this commission has resigned. Fine. We know that the office is vacant. Those that are qualified within their party should fight for it, and they should be someone to be reappointed to fill that vacant position. So it's part of politics. You want to leave, we have from commissioner, they become governor, some commissioner they become senator, they become House of Rep member. So it's the
so you do not have any problem with it, and you don't think it's lack of leadership from the government for the governor.
So this shows that the party have a level playing ground for
Part
everybody.
of democracy.
Yes, that they have a level playing ground for everybody. It's even showing a sign that they have level playing ground.
Let's talk about something quickly that Mauk actually spoke about at the beginning, which would be probably the attention of most Kwarans on the street. We're not talking about the level of insecurity in the state anymore. We're not talking about the poverty in the nation, like some people have said. Do you think this affects the APC, their chances? Now we're looking at the chances of the party. Do you think this affects the chances of the APC in Kwara State? We're not looking at the federal level.
Well, I don't think it affects their chance, because we are in time of politics, whether we like it or not. And I don't think that it will affect governance. And if you look at the level of insecurity, I think it has reduced in one way or the other. So, and I expect those that are involved, those that are affected, to come out and still talk about it. The media is open to talk about it. So I don't think those will reduce the chances of the APC. Insecurity has.
You think the insecurity in Kwara has reduced?
We have not had most of it. It
has not reduced. So I think there was another attack in Kayama.
That was the last weekend.
Yes,
last weekend.
In terms of hours, it's about 96 hours. It's not yet up to 100 hours.
So I maybe the attention on it has reduced.
Because what I must say, on Diamond FM yesterday, on about Adasi, Prince Tunji Buhari, the chief of staff to Senator Soliu Mustafa, was speaking on your Shining Supreme radio station, and he also shared the sentiment that insecurity in Kwara could have been worse than the way it is if the governor has not been proactive. And we've had a lot of reaction from a lot of people and said, what proactive reaction are we seeing from the governor? Look at what happened in Woro.
Wait, you see, when the mere fact that it once you know the proactive action is no longer proactive. Do you understand, man? So you get it. If you know, okay, for instance, now we know that in Kayama area we have had water, we have had Nuku, we have had Kemanji. Then we also discovered that they are putting lay mines, IEDs, on the road to be killing people. Now, government will not tell you that they have sent ordnance anti-explosive experts there to make sure that it does not happen again. I think you understand.
That's a proactive action.
But nobody. But
I don't make public.
It's not something I can make public. You understand?
Because of the sensitive nature.
A police area was attacked.
So what Prince Tuji was saying yesterday, just a political statement, just to defend his party.
Just leave him. Just leave him, Tunji, and his people. You understand? Let us just use this opportunity to appeal to security agencies to step up their proactive agencies, and for the state government to ensure that they maintain good command, control, and communications with all the appropriate.
And we also think this will not affect their chances in the election, Mao.
I don't see it affecting the chances, because to an average Kwaran, just or average Nigerian, we are somehow caring about infrastructural production. Then we are concerned about, to a level, good governance. Then along the line, you find out there are some other things that is peculiar to political era, like all these empowerment programs, and all these things are some of the things that attract an average person to some of the political parties. And I think Kwara APC is not faring bad in terms of doing those things too.
So, Alaji, you want to add something? We need to quickly go on the commercial break. You also think the infrastructural things that we've seen majorly, that some say it is concentrated in the central and in GRA area, is good enough to give the APC a favorite tag in the election?
I would disagree with that because as a journalist, at least I'm aware that the current administration has initiated and executed projects across the state, not only in Ilorin. It is only that people, everyone from every part of the state will definitely visit the state capital, and that one will be too visible because, like around this ACA road, if you don't have anything doing in ACA or how will you get to know that road construction is ongoing there?
Oh, see,
this road, Aboto, going to Offa,
yes.
There are so many roads across. But definitely somebody who visited Ilorin last, like 10 years ago, and he finds himself or herself on Amadu Bello way, we say, wow, this is incredible, because it is concentrated that you can have one, then
that's
you can have another one. But
that's what they are saying.
No, it doesn't mean that projects are not being initiated
they say,
across the state.
They are not also saying it's not. They just said a lot of it is concentrated.
That is automatic. That is normal. That is expected.
Do you not think that takes away every other thing that we're talking about and give them chances ahead of the election?
Me, let me ask you this question, the anchorman.
I'm the one asking the question.
We answer with another question.
Conference Center. Do you expect it to be located in Aroni?
Why can't it?
Why?
Why can't it be located? Is that not in Kwara State?
No, it has to be located where you have an airport. Close to where people can access by here.
Let's go on this quick commercial break. We'll come back from this commercial break and we'll continue our conversation. We'll also try to throw the phone line open. 0913-655-6953. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864.
For fast relief of cold pain, fever and headache. Karaole, koko.
Sọ fún ẹ̀fọ́rí òtútù yìí bàtàrà ríro kí wọ́n kán lùgbọ́ one time. Karaole ti dé o. Àgbàwọlé ní sẹ́ni àkàwọlé ń tẹ̀ kan. Koríko tẹ̀lé bá ti tẹ̀ òtún gbérí mọ́. Dìde Karaole lúbúlúbú funfun pẹ̀yìn ìrúkù sarajọ mẹ́ra yágágá. Àjàká kò tí sọkọ fún ẹ̀fọ́rí òtútù yìí bàtàrà ríro lágọ̀ọ́ ara. Káì! Kàsàkàsà knockout. Agbára ju agbára lọ. Dìde Karaole jagunlabi olùgbòǹgbò gàjàtọ̀ ara jàtọ̀ kìtìlẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́ ìlú ra kẹ́ gbà. to Yield Pharmaceutical Industries Limited. Àwọn tó lórúkọ tó ṣe gbẹ́kẹ̀lé níbi ká gbóògùn òyìnbó ló ṣe. Bára rẹ̀ ò bá yá lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. Má ṣàfihàn o, kàn sí dókítà rẹ̀.
Welcome back from that commercial break. You're still listening to Editors Hangout on your shiny Supreme radio station, Diamond 88.7 FM. Number to call is open 0913 655 6952. WhatsApp is 0913 655 6864. We just double upon some analyze and also look into the political landscape in Kwara. We look at the influx of aspirants in the APC and the PDP. And we look at the chances of each of the political parties ahead of the election. What we've not spoken about the ADC, Mao. What are the chances of the ADC? Bolaji Abdullahi, their spokesperson, is from Kwara. They also have a former Kwara governor in there. Are we underestimating the ADC?
I've never seen an aspirant come into the open or any of the billboards around indicating that is an ADC governorship aspirant.
So they won't be on the ballot?
It doesn't follow. At least there are still enough time for them to actually produce.
What about the NDC? They said they've had 10 million people register under 24 hours since Peter Obi.
But we have never seen any sign of any feasibility of the party in the state, in Kwara here. You get my point there.
There's something you said. You use one word that I like: visibility.
Yes.
When the late Isaka Adeleke was the senator for, I think, Osho West, you see, once you are approaching Ede, his hometown, there is one place they call it Akoda. Both when he was in APC and when he was in PDP, you know that you are entering the territory of a particular political party. You just feel it. You know, this is somebody's terrain.
Let's take reactions because of our time. This is from Mr. Kolade Ayinde from Asadam. He says, surprises politicians. The 2027 election is like no other. The electorate has become wiser. Stomach infrastructure, vote buying with cash and food may not play a significant role. Verified evidence, truth is key to securing winning votes. That's the message from Mr. Kolade Ayinde. He went further to say what Nigerians want. Nigerians want leader who can deliver affordable education, healthcare, internet, security, electricity, food, housing, transport, jobs, and justice. We need a person of influence with strategy, networking, conflict management, and a performance record and entrepreneur mindset. If governors could enforce on compliance, citizens would take elections more seriously. So that's the opinion from Mr. Kolade Ayinde from Asadam. Thank you very much for your opinion. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is Comrade Rotimi from Oro.
Comrade Rotimi from Oro. Good morning to you.
You know my submission this morning is on this candidate want to contest, they have bribed themselves in the sense that they have given most of these obas, chieftaincy, grade 1. You see, they have killed everything. That is their problem. So no one will say he has not done anything into my own community because that title is something for them. For this, yes, let's tell the reality. And the not construct to see to the not construct to share to what of the staff has given to them. That will use them to campaign for him. Let's tell the reality. We need to be careful for 2020. This may be a letter coming up. We need to be careful. All the politicians they know how to get out of this. They know the way. The matter may not be private this time around. Vocal Divo. But all this title means a lot of things to them. Thank you. And they will use it to campaign for him. Thank you, bye-bye.
Thank you very much for your own opinion. 0913 655 6952. 0913 655 6952.
Then a unique feature of aspiration this time around is that all the senators from Kwara, all the three of them are now governorship aspirants.
Hello, good morning. Yes. Your name and where you're calling from?
That's a unique.
God bless you, sir.
Good morning to you. Good morning.
APC is now a beautiful baby. Many people are now wooing her. Oh, beautiful one. But care must be taken. God bless you.
God bless you too, Mr. Godwin from Lajore. APC is a beautiful baby, but care must be taken. I want to believe that that message is for the leaders of the party and the governor, and also the politicians who are card-carrying members of the party, the All Progressive Congress. 0913-655-6952. That's the number to call. WhatsApp is 0913-655-6864. 0913-655-6864. Let's quickly dabble into our second conversation. Let's dabble into the off-cycle election in Ekiti and Osun states. Let's start from the one that is happening in Osun State, Mao. There's really a lot happening in Osun State right now. A lot of conversation, local government funds, presidential power. Which one is it coming to support? We are both supporting the president. This one is supporting the president, but is working against the president in the state. The person who is working for the president. There's a lot of conversation around. For those that do not understand, let's break it down. The president party, the APC, is in Osun State. Now the governor of the state, Osun, Governor Adewale, has made it clear that his allegiance for the president, his allegiance for the presidential election will be for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And I think that's where the battleground has been drawn between both of them. So allegations have been thrown around both parties. I am the one that is not working against Tinubu. You are the ones working against Tinubu. Tinubu has now become, like Mr. Godwin said, the baby that everybody right now want to be associated with. We also talk about a lot of the infrastructure of the governor, which the opposition have criticized, to say, okay, you have not commissioned this, or what is happening. There's a lot of talk about the governorship election in Osun State, Mao.
Yes, the campaign has just started, and it will eat up until 24 hours to the election.
Exactly.
And issues being raised in Osun campaigns have been issues of infrastructural development, that some of the people who are now in the APC and are actually criticizing the governor that is providing infrastructure, but at the rate or the amount with which he is providing the infrastructure are huge. But the Accord people are of the view that some of them in the APC to have been in power before. When they were there, did they provide such infrastructure? Then apart from the issue of infrastructure, the issue of civil servants and pensioners has come to stay as a main issue in politics in Nigeria. Starting from Osun, because definitely the APC people have one major challenge. Even the governorship candidate of the APC was the commissioner for finance when the issue of half salary for workers started. When most of the pensioners could not even get their pension at all. You get the point that it has now become a burden on the APC in Osun, and it has given some leverage, or a huge leverage, to Governor Ademola Adeleke in his campaigns. That, to the extent that I was looking at one of the social media commentaries of late, that the University of Labour is awarding a first-class degree to Governor Ademola Adeleke for taking care of civil servants and pensioners in Osun. You know, all these things means a lot to the public, because there are Osun, like Kwara, is also a civil servant state.
But is that also enough? Let's look at some of
no, those are some of, because most of the workers, the pensioners, their dependents will, to a large extent, prefer to vote for somebody who takes care of the interests of the breadwinner.
Invariably a civil servant, a government salary earner.
Does it make him the favorite, Mr. Ake?
Well, with what is happening in Osun, the election is still far, but Adeleke stands a big chance of being re-elected in the next election. But even the APC campaign, as far as I'm concerned, it's not even issue based. How will you say Adeleke score 0 in infrastructure? We, apart from Oyinlola, who at last vision has can come close to your Adeleke in terms of infrastructure. I know some road in my community that the last time that road was touched was during Oyinlola and Akade.
More of Akade, sir.
But nobody has touched those roads. Iwo Ejigbo road has not been touched since Akade. They have been repairing it now. My own community road, since it was during the time of one local government chairman during 2009, that road was touched. That road has been completed with street lights. So you see that in almost every community in the state. We have
but some in the APC are looking at it now. Like most of these things is being attributed to the president, because they will tell you that when you look at the huge sum of money given to the governor, if they have it, they will also do it. So they were expecting him to do more.
They have a lot of money, but they were doing
do they have a lot of money?
Yes, they have a lot of money. Do it first time.
As compared as it was now?
Yes. During that time, they have a crude oil 2010 and 2014. 2015 election that things tried to know.
You know, Osun was the first state in Nigeria during Aregbesola to assess Sukuk bond.
And they were giving a 40 billion bailout. So they have cash during that time too. But you focus more on Osogbo. So I neglect other parts. And one thing I will credit even Governor Makinde is connecting the rural areas to the city centers. And that has been lacking in Osun since the time of Oyinlola. Aregbe and Oyinlola focus on the major roads in these major centers. What about the road that connects these combined centers? The last of this road in Ikire, Aida, all this Ilemo, Orile Owu.
Yes.
Those roads that find Ejigbo, all that connect even the capital to the other regional centers. The road Ile-Ife Osogbo road have been abandoned since. So and these are roads that have been
But despite all the things you have seen, some of his critics in the APC have also said when you look at his governance, a lot of his family members are the ones that he has put in governance. So it's almost like a family thing, which has stopped others to also grow in the state.
You see,
when they get them to go and put their for the enemies there.
One man, may God rest his soul, Karim Adisa. He was the Minister of Works. So there was this program with Cyril Stober was the anchor. I think it was Tuesday Live, that program. So he now said that the works, the contracts of the Federal Ministry of Works are going to the friends of the General and his friends. And at that time, they were really referring to the then head of state, General Sani Abacha. Then I decided in his characteristic jocular when I said, Siri, how many times do I call you? 2 times, Abi. When your own time comes, give it to your enemy. I think the key issue is competence. Whether we like it or not, in the corporate world, no, just hold on. The Adelekes are known to be competent and capable. But they are not holding any position. So that allegation that they are doing their family is totally, it has no basis.
I was about to ask that question about competence.
None of the Adelekes is holding position. No, I wanted to say this because I know Alaji has a deeper knowledge of that area than myself. But they are not SSG. They are not Commissioner for Works. I think you understand.
So let's talk about
for information.
Let's talk about
their wife.
Let's talk about their competence.
The Commissioner for Information.
Let's talk about their competence, Mr. Bayomi. Let's talk about their competence.
Yes.
Alaji, let me bring you on this. What's the current nature of the Okefia Bridge? Has it been opened?
Well, the last time I visited.
No. Where is Okefia? So that you know.
No, that one is in Oshogbo.
I know, so that
areas in
is Oshogbo. For anybody who knows Osun State very well, we know Okefia.
But I read it on social media that it was not that has not been made available for public use.
For about how many years?
It was completed last year now, late last year. So, but I want to urge our people to be patient because we have something similar in Kwara State where people were making so many inferences assertions, allegations in respect of tanker flyover, and eventually now it is being used and nothing has happened. So the governor, just like Mr. Abayomi said the other time, that security matters are not discussed in public. There are some other there are some information, some matters that the government, in their wisdom, may not make public for some reasons. And
no, we are not even talking. We are looking at the issue of the issues raised in the campaign. That's what we are looking at right now.
no, that is what I'm saying.
No, part of the issues raised is in terms of infrastructure.
Is it are the bridges, are the roads good in
And Mr. Bayomi talks about
that?
competence.
Competence.
Exactly. So, and this is one of the points of the APC that they are knocking Governor Adeleke for. That yes, you have money. Yes, the flyover bill. You have money. Look at this one now. This is a bridge. Whether it is good or not good, it is when we start.
Some people allege that they don't need flyover in Ile-Ife that Adeleke is building.
That one is normal. A lot of people are alleging that they don't need it.
Time. Let me just make some clarifications. Number one, I disagree with Mr. Abe that Adegbeshola had access to more than enough funds when during his governorship. No, I disagree with him. He got loans, and you will recall that it was under Jonathan that we had the first recession. But no governor in the history of Nigeria will say he has gotten funds like Tinubu governors. And where because me, I don't believe in hearsays or rumors. Where what I will cite what Benjamin Kalu, he accused the governor of Abia State that he was receiving 38 billion naira or 20-something billion naira every month. And the guy came out to say, look, I've not been receiving that. The highest I've gotten is 18 billion every month. So that made us know that governors so governors are getting this amount. So if Abia can get 18 billion, definitely you should know that no state in Nigeria is receiving less than 15 billion. So the highest Adegbeshola must have gotten would not be more than 3 or 4 billion.
No, maybe 5. Because Kwara was getting 3 points and Osun was getting maybe 5 points.
As of that time, what really happened was that as of that time, the value of Naira was still stable. And when we are talking of what Adegbeshola had from the bailout and the sukuk and no, from even the bailout and so
bailout.
Yes,
what's the meaning of bailout, sir?
Bailout.
That means somebody is facing a challenge. Somebody has problem. You want to bail the person out.
And the federal support he had was going.
Bond is not free. It's a loan.
Okay. Let me break it down for you. What Adegbeshola had from bailout and federal support was to the tune of 52 billion. And what he had from Sukuk was he was looking for 10 billion. He was able to get 14.5 billion.
Our time is fast. He was saying boldly on radio that he can pay salary for the next 2 years without allocation. If you remember my own.
That was a political statement.
Let's go back to taking reactions. The federal government has to be proactive in identifying and preventing potential problems because masses are dying every day. 2 square meals daily are not completed for the masses, but 2027 is the main priority. God bless Nigeria. From Honorable Abaya Yusuf. Abaya Yusuf. Adaka Isale Fulani Lauren. I think I got that correctly. Thank you very much for your message. We need to leave the studio. I think Mr. Koladian sent another long message about electricity. But it's quite long. Thank you very much, Mr. Koladian, for your message. Well appreciated. Just seemed quite long. Let's see if I can get one call before we leave. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
This is Alpha, Dr. Larry Okiki,
Good morning to you, Dr. Larry. Quickly share your opinion.
I want to commend our brothers in the studio, including my own. You have been sharing what is in the mind of the masses. So may God bless you abundantly. I just want to send my greeting to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Larry Okiki. Sending us greetings to Maru. Mr. Bayami, your last words on the show.
I'm transferring my voting to offer so that I can vote for Ajakaye in the House of Representative election. Thank you.
I've also do that because he's our colleague, he's a senior colleague, he's a friend, he's a brother. So
Are you campaign? Are you his campaign officers?
Yes.
Live on radio? Okay, thank you very much to the listener for joining me.
If your friend become the king, you are
a friend to king.
Hey, you can go and campaign for them now, but it's easier. Thank you very much for joining us on the show. It's another wonderful edition of the show. Thank you for the reactions we were able to take, and for the ones we were not able to take. Thank you for sticking with us, listening to us, the listener. Well appreciated. Thank you to the producer of the show, Mr. Michael Abiodun Mao, the general manager of your Shiny Supreme radio station. My name is Adeyemi Adewale, telling you good morning.